So today we're starting how to experiment badly, experiment well, completely randomized designs. Those are our topics that we're going to cover. The key aspect is going to be designing a completely randomized experiment, not an observational study like somebody's doing in this classroom right now where they're stuffing their mouth full of all their gum. That's wasteful. Okay, so I'm going to pause it real quick and then we'll go to the next part. For you guys to review real quick as I tell them at home. The experimental units, smallest collection of individuals. I did 2 examples. We talked about if we had 50 subjects, we could break them up into 2 groups of A and B. Both of them are 25. We could also have a group where we have 2 different types of iPhones. So we have the 12 and then the X or Extreme. Got a head nod for that. Okay, so we get 30 people with the iPhone 12, 20 with the Extreme. We break them up into their respective groups. So on the 30, I'm giving them the iOS of A and B. They would each have 15 into them, and then we could, this group right here, individuals would be my experimental units because that's my smallest collection. And then we went over explanatory variables. Just to kind of remind you, that's our x-axis. That's what we're testing, okay? Our response variable, that's going to be our y-axis, and again, responding to the treatment, all right? Now, not going to pause it because I think this is going to be a valid discussion. You guys have done science projects before. What is a bad design? Something that doesn't work. Something that doesn't work, okay? What else? No, we're not going to put that up there. That's actually not part of the bad design. Okay. We talked about this last week. What about this? Confounding data. What's wrong with confounding data? That the treatment and there's okay. You're uh, right. Right. So this we're getting data that links uh, are explanatory with a false response. Okay. So our bad design, yeah. So basically you can tell right away when something doesn't work and then they try and squeeze the numbers to work. Okay. So let's pause it right there. I really hate this mouse. Where is it? Okay, so we talked about a good design. We start with what exactly our experimental units are. What will be our treatments? How do we show a random assignment? Decide if we have a control / no treatment. Will our subjects know about the control? And then we have replication. If you replicate your experiment, the better your cause and effect can be argued. Okay? All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to run or set up an experiment. Okay? We are going to be researching children's programming. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are first going to have 100 children. Yep, one. 100 children volunteers. I hope you choke on that spit. All right. We're going to watch 4 different shows. Okay. Do we actually want to use shows, or do you just want to name show A, B, C, and D? What kind of kids shows do we want them to watch? Okay. What are we actually going to be testing? Let's do that first. Can children recognize colors? Okay. Oh my gosh. No, Breaking Bad is not good for children. Okay. So, what shows are we going to watch? All right, we'll put Barney up there. Fine. Yeah. All right, one more. What's that? Wonder Pets. Okay. So, how are we going to decide which students or what children is going to go where? So we got, first of all, we need to do a pre-test, right? To what? Current knowledge, right? So there's that. Pre-test to establish current knowledge. Then randomize subjects. Okay. Am I going to use how am I going to do this? Do I want to do a table? Do I want to use slips of paper or technology? I'm going to use my calculator. Random integer, no repeat. Okay. We're having what? Who's having problems connecting to the internet? So what we set up with was that we did 100 kids. We did the technology, emphasizing that we randomized each student's location. Okay. So group 1's going to watch SpongeBob, Wiggles, Barney, and then Wonder Pets. One thing we didn't set up though was, are they going to watch one episode or the? So when we do our write-up, we need to sit there and say they would watch one episode of each. Okay. Probably let's do 40 minutes. Okay. Then we also got to emphasize though, Wiggles doesn't always do colors though. So we would have to do an episode where they actually emphasize colors. But then you got SpongeBob who never does colors, right? Yeah, so there's a lot of things you got to think about that could be leading to data that's going to get you. Yeah, SpongeBob's going to be epic fail. You know, I'm sure if I signed that one for homework, it'd actually get done on time. Yeah, find me the episode that has SpongeBob talking about colors. Okay, so then we talked about the treatment and everything like that. We answered some of more of our questions of what we need to do to make sure this experiment runs well. And then we're talked about collecting our data, which is going to be our post-test. Yep. And then we're going to report our outcomes, make sure that it can be replicated. And then this is our 4.2 homework. This one should be the number 3. No. Homework number 2. Okay, look what I'm saying there, Perry. 4.2, number 2. I'm with you. It's actually 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you do. Okay.